So I haven't edited this project in 2 months, which is pretty weird for me, because usually I'll make a video throughout that whole month. Like, I know it takes a while, but I'll work on it throughout the month. Usually. Sometimes most of the time actually, I'll re-record closer to the time, so I can try to explain it better, and it's still pretty bad, but like, you know. So, yeah. This time I've just been gone for 2 months. I think we can start, like, wrapping things up now. We do have a few issues with, for example, the knife. It does work, but, there's no view model, and I think that might be a setting or something. And then the grenades just don't work at all. I'll fix that. I'm thinking of, well, this episode I'm just gonna finish off game modes, because that's a whole thing we have to do, and it's probably gonna take a minute. But once that's done, I'm thinking we can move on to the next episode, where we're going to cover, I might make 2 parts of it again, I don't know. If I do, it'll be on, like, more polish kind of things, or more, like, feedback stuff, like, for example, improving the muzzle flash so it doesn't look like this. Hit markers, probably. Footstep sounds, that's another thing. Just any more final polish things. Yeah. Yeah, today we're going to be finishing what we started in the last video. And then we'll move on to the next video where we do all of that stuff. I am out of the map. And then, yeah, we'll see what happens from there. Probably, I think the series is just going to be wrapped up there. So, I want to just test in a test server with 2 people. So I've gone ahead and opened up a server. I'm going to run over to the other player, which is on the other side of the map. There he is. And if I kill him, the game freezes up, and I'm assuming we get an error. Any errors? Leader stats is not a valid member of players.player2. I bet it is. What is this? Okay, well, I'm guessing the values haven't changed. They have. Oh well, we can fix it. So, score. Creating it's fine, that works. It's adding. So if I just go ahead and hide this, I'll comment this out even. I slapped my microphone, sorry about that. Ow. Index nil with leader stats, of course there is. Right, let's find out why. Assist. Okay. I'm gonna say if owner does not equal nil, then do this, and then I'm also gonna I'm gonna control X this, and I'm gonna say if assist does not equal nil, do this. And we'll just see how this works. Yay. That shouldn't be an issue. Right, hopefully. Okay, well, we're working now, so it's fine. Sometimes, if an error isn't game breaking, or if a bug isn't game breaking, you don't really need to fix it. That's the laziest thing I think I've ever said. Don't follow that advice. Breaks, leader stats is not. Where? Okay. This we can get rid of the comments. I'm gonna say and assist, find first child. Leader stats. See how that works. index null with wait for child. This error again, probably just from long loading time. Shouldn't be anything game breaking. We start. Oh, the game mode isn't working now. Okay, well, we'll come back and fix it. It's fine. Error again, find first child, index nil. Okay. What I want to do is, my idea is, I'm gonna see if the owner's value, so the owner's value has a name, so I'm thinking that's not too efficient. I could set the model name to have something like dead after it, and then we search. If I say print honor dot get children, I want to see what that says, because if that prints something better, then great. I love the micro profiler, but I don't love when it opens every time I try and playtest in studio. Okay, so we are in. Now I'm gonna go and find this dude who is on. Oh, he's right here. Okay, so the game functions, it continues, and it prints leader stats. So, leader stats is in there. I'll say if honor does not equal nil, then I'll just do for IV in pairs. Honor if v dot name equals leader stats. I'll break after this. E dot kills plus equals 1. E dot score plus equals 50. And now we can try this. I don't know if it's going to make a difference. It's probably more inefficient to do this. But, you know, sometimes we just have to do stupid stuff. We get an error on instance and number because we didn't say it. Okay, so it is working. I'm just an idiot. I haven't used Studio in a minute, so I didn't realize that we're supposed to put value after kills and score. Whenever I work with physical values, I always forget to put value. I can just like mag dump him. And it works. Great. So now that we have that functioning, and great, and we're not getting any errors, I just want to try something really quick actually. How does the knife work? If I use the knife on a dude, how does that work? Error. I know why. It's fine. You know what, actually, now that I realize, if the player dies to something that isn't another player, then they're not gonna have an owner or an assist value. So I'm gonna say if character dot primary part find first child owner, and do this, and I'll copy this, and I'll say if character dot primary part find first child assist, I can't spell, paste this, and I'll paste this as well, but I'll replace owner with assist. And that should function, I believe. I think now we'll work on adding the score up and the amount of kills, and then we'll set the UI to display that, and hopefully we can get something that works, which we most definitely will, otherwise you won't be seeing this video. So now we need to add the score up. Yeah, so we're gonna have to read this manually, which isn't that difficult. We just go into framework server, and then I'm gonna make variables for both teams. So local red team, we'll call it, equals game dot teams dot, yeah, it's just red. Local blue team equals game.teams.blue. Cool. And if we can run get players on this to get a table of players, so then we can loop through and get each player. So I'm gonna go down to where we do all of the stuff. I think we should check if we've won every time we update the timer. So where do we update timer? Yeah. I'll create a new function called check winners or something. Put the game mode variables down here. We could actually just, yeah, I'm just gonna straight up move this up here, because that's an easier solution. We wanted to just check if the requirements have been met. So if we look in game modes, we have limits, so we can just read them directly, and yeah. So if this was free for all, we could easily just like check each player's kill limit, do the same thing, but we loop in this folder and we check each leader stat for these, and if they've been reached, great, we move on. If not, then that's a shame. We can say for IV in I pairs, and we can say we'll do red team. I'll not get children, we want to get players. Get players. Do, if we say print V, and then here we can just do check winners. So it checks winners, then it updates the HUD, then it continues. Now there is nobody on red team. I should open the output. There's nobody on red team. A restart, will it put me on red team? No, it's just blue. Right, we'll try it with blue first, because blue team. So we try it out, and it prints my username every time it cycles. So we're looping through each player, but because I'm the only player, it's, yeah. So now, if I get rid of everything in the output, all we need to do is check these limits to see if they've been reached. So we can say, we'll say if, no, local blue score equals 0, local red score equals 0. We could move these up here so we don't create these variables every single time, but that doesn't really matter here, because I'm just showing you how this could be done. So it's up to you to make it better. Anyway, so we need to add everything onto, we need to add each value to the blue score. Actually, no, we need to make these, I'll say blue totals, and I'll make them an array. And then we're going to add all of the data to these, and yes, we'll do kills equals 0, deaths equals 0, we don't really need deaths, and assists equals 0. We don't need assists either, but we might as well just have them, just for the sake of the tutorial, I guess. And score equals 0. Do we even have a score leader stat? Am I being crazy right now? We do. Yeah, okay, that works fine then. We'll copy this. We don't really need to define them here, I'm just doing it for readability's sake, so you can tell what's going on. So we have all of these values. Each player we loop through, we want to add to these from their leader stats folder, so we'll say, well, if I say print b dot, or we'll do find first child, it's safer. Leader stats b dot leader stats dot kills dot value. See how this works? So it should print 0 every frame. Oh, not every frame, every second. I'm an idiot. Which, yeah, it does. So these are set to 0 every single second that we check this. Which is great, because then we add these up, see if they're greater, then we return if there's a winner or not. And if there is, we can display a winning thing and restart the cycle. Otherwise, we don't. So something I could actually do now is, well, we need to add this to blue score, so we'll say blue totals dot kills equals, or plus equals, and we'll copy these for all things, so deaths, assists, and score. And now we'll do the same for red. I'm actually gonna delete all the spaces here. Yeah, that works. So there we go. Now we can check the winner. Now we can check the winner to see we can say if blue totals dot score is greater than or equal to game mode dot limit dot, what was it called technically? Score limit. Or then we have kill limit and we have time limit. Which I believe time limit's already, yeah, time limit's already good. So we just need, yeah, we just need kill limit. So, R blue totals dot kills is greater or equal to game mode dot limits dot kill limit. And then here we can just say else if, and we just do the same, but we replace everything with red. We can say print blue wins, and we'll just, this is exactly the same but for red, so this is obviously going to work if this one works. So now we can test this out. All we have to do is here where we have game modes, we'll just temporarily we'll set team deathmatches kill limit to 0. Blue wins. Great. Now we need a way to restart the game whenever a team wins. So once this kill limit's reached, we move on. Great. If not, then we continue. And the way we can do that is instead of printing here, we'll return. Let's just do 1. Just return 1. And here we'll return 2. Yes. Which is technically bad because we need to memorize 1 or 2, and if we have more teams, we gotta memorize more. It'd be more efficient to have something like, if you ever used a different programming language other to Lua, an enum, which would be cool. I mean, you can do that. I do it all the time with module scripts, but it's the whole thing we'd have to set up, and honestly, this works right now, so we might as well just use this. So it returns, and we'll say, or else we'll just return 0. So what this does is, if blue wins, it'll return 1, so we can check if, we can actually say local winner equals, and this variable will be set to either 1 if blue has won, 2 if red has won, or 0 if nobody's won. So after it returns, this function will stop, and this variable will be saved, and then we can check it in here before updating, and we can decide what we want to do. So I think in update timer, that's also where we're going to handle some of our winning, like, setup logic, like some of our basic logic for winning, and then we'll have a different function for displaying a win UI. And we also need to stop the framework and stuff, and we'll do that, don't worry. Even if I have to extend it a little bit, the series, I think we'll do that. So when we check winners, I'll say if winners does not equal, or if winner does not equal 0, then I'm going to just say else and continue. So if winner does not equal 0, then we can terminate the game mode. And I'm going to say, I'll just break here. We can have another variable here called local started equals false. And we can set started to false here. Throughout this, we can say started equals true. Then in here we'll say if started, then. In change HUD, we could also do that. We're gonna have to, I think we should move change HUD down here though. So change HUD, I'll say if started, then. Cool. Cool. Now, should hopefully work. So if I play, it should just work as normally. It does not because I am stupid. What happened? So we set this to true. If started then, then we... So when we check the winners, we return. If started then, and we set start to false, and then we break. I'm just gonna print. So print out ready a lot. So this means the condition is always met. Why is the condition always met? Because a game mode hasn't been selected. Is that it? Am I right? Oh, I know what's happening. Never mind. That's wrong. So what's happening is the game mode doesn't have any winning conditions. So we're just winning it immediately, which is not what we want. We should put started underneath here. But it's ready every frame, which is wrong. That's not what we want. So we set started to false, which basically just runs over all of this. So then we check winners, and we say if winner does not equal 0. I'm gonna say print winner and see what comes out. 1. Okay, so for some reason the blue condition is being met. So if blue totals dot score, so if the total of all of our scores is greater or equal to the score limit, or the kills is greater or equal to the kill limit, return 1. I'm gonna say print blue totals dot score. I wanna see what comes out. 0. So is 0 greater or equal to -1? Okay, well, and here in the server, I'm gonna say if game mode dot limit dot score limit does not equal or is less than 0, then no, we'll say is greater than 0. So this will go back to 0. So we can just set these to 0. So if it's greater than 0, then we can check the score limit. So we can say if blue totals dot score is greater or equal to game mode dot limit dot score limit, then, and we can do an else if red totals dot score is greater or equal to game mode dot limit dot kill limit. We should also put, that's wrong, I'm an idiot. I'm really slow when it comes to coding. I don't know how I can do this. We'll return 1, we'll return 2. And then down here we can check with kill limit. Otherwise we can just return 0, which means nobody's won. And that should work fine. Yeah, okay, it's working now when the game mode begins, because that's actually when. So it's team deathmatch, and then it should start and it should function okay. Map 1, and now okay, well, I don't know why I made this so, like, ridiculously long. I fell out of the map. Still needed to add boundaries. So it's working, and then when we actually do reach the kill limit, it should, you know, I'm gonna publish. And I'm gonna, first of all, I'm gonna comment out capture the flag, because I don't want to get capture the flag while I'm testing. I commented out capture the flag, I don't want to get capture the flag while I'm testing. And I'm gonna set the kill limit to 1. So if it's greater or equal to 1, we should move on. So we can select, we can find the guy. Once it's selected, we wouldn't actually be able to run around right now. Now we would. If we killed the blue team. Intermission. Which is on 590. Why is that? So it changes back to intermission, meaning it gets to here, but then it doesn't update the timer. Why doesn't it update the timer? So we reach the win condition, but then it's always 1 because we're always on 1 kill. Ah, okay. So game mode begin. Game mode begin is here, and in it we need to reset everything. So just up here I'll say for I be in has game.players on get children. We'll say v.leaderstats .kills.value equals 0, and we'll reset all of them. So assists, deaths, score. So then after every round it should reset, and then we can continue to update as usual. So, okay, we're in single player, so we can't really test this, I've just realised. We'll just see if it works ordinarily even. Then if it does, we can move on. We'll make the UI update. And then we'll actually make the map update. We need to fix the spawns for this map. Okay, now it resets and it should tick again. Yep. Which is great. It also resets my stuff. So now we have an actual cycle that we can win. Which is great. I just realized the shooting doesn't need our accessories. Well, that's fine. We can fix that in the next episode. Okay, it does actually, like, repeat. So we've got a working system. Now we've got the UI. We'll go into Framework Client for this. We haven't been in there in a while. So, Framework Client. When I say a while, I mean like a video. And you know what? Do we have a remote event for this? No. I'll say, killed. Why not? And just somewhere in here, I'll put it like here. Game.replicate.storage.events.killed.onClientEvent connect function. I can say, I'll pass through, no I won't, we can just do it manually. Actually no, passing through will be faster. Kills, deaths, assists, score. But then we'd have to do it for each team, so we'll say blue total, red total. Okay, now we need to actually fire this because we can't use it without firing it, obviously. So, where we increase the score, or the kill. So we need to say kills.value plus equals 1. Here we go. Then we can say I'm trying to think of how to do this. Well, we're only checking for kills. Yeah, no, we'll keep that the same. We're only checking for, like, one value. I think I'm gonna leave game modes like capture the flag out. It's not that difficult to figure out the logic behind them. You might have to modify a little bit of what I'm going to do though. I'll tell you what you'd need to modify. You need to modify what we're going to do right now, which is I'm going to basically pass through the kills and only the kills. You would need to check what game mode the player's on and then do as needed. So pass through, which, say if you need the score, maybe for like capture the flag, you need like a specific value like captures or something. I'm only gonna pass through kills, but yeah, and it'd just work the same. It's not, you wouldn't have to change much. This is only for the UI, so honestly this isn't the biggest deal ever. So we need to fire this event on the client. I believe we also need a player value, so I don't really work with on-client event too often, so I always forget that. Now again, .replicate storage.event, .killed, fire. Wait, if we fire all clients, yeah, fire all clients, I'll just say print performed, let's say. And I'll say blue. That's the thing, we need our tolls. So whenever somebody gets a kill, I don't think we'll do it as an event like that. I think we'll just update it in the server. I'll create a function. Update. I'll say total UI. And I'll fire this here. We don't really need to do it for assists. I mean, you can if you need scar. Again, it's just, yeah, I only need it for kills. So I'll say local blue kills equals 0. Local red kills equals 0. For IV in I pairs. Blue team, get players, blue kills plus equals v dot leader stats dot kills dot value. I'll do the same for red. And then we'll say for IV in pairs game.players get children, and then I'll say v.player GUI dot, and then I'm gonna try and find it because I don't remember exactly what it's called. Game mode. Okay, red scar and blue scar. Okay, so dot game mode dot blue scar dot text equals to string, and then we'll say blue kills. Do the same for red. And we'll try this out. So, we'll just try resetting. I mean, we don't have an owner object because nobody has shot us. So, we'll find out what happens. Now we're in progress. The game is working. There's our guy. We can run over to him. And then we can just start shooting him. Okay, so I didn't really check if it updated. I'm kind of stupid. There he is. So we wait until it starts. It does update, which is good. It's good, that's what we want. We just need a winning screen now, and then we have a somewhat functioning game mode system. Okay, so we're gonna make the quickest possible UI for this. I'm just gonna disable game modes for now. It is already disabled. Was it? I don't remember. Whatever. Menu. We'll just do it in HUD. We'll do it in HUD. We'll make a frame. call it win screen or something. We'll say win screen red, and we'll have 2 separate ones. Just design something. I'll do it a little bit bigger. Then I'll set the position to 0.5. And I'll have text. A text label. And it will say red team wins or something. I'll make the text white, and I'll make it text scaled. I need the overall thing to be bigger though. 0.5, 0.5. That works, and we'll do another one for blue. Just make that invisible. Call this one windscreen blue. Make the background blue. And I will say blue team wins. I did the last one all in caps. That works, I guess. So in HUD, I want to make that invisible. I want to make the menu enabled again, and I'm gonna turn off UI visibility. Okay, right, now we can focus on getting it to show. Okay, so I think the plan for the rest of this episode is I'm gonna get the screen to show, I'm gonna get the kill feed to update, and then after that we'll get I knew what I was gonna do, but I blanked. So death screen appears, and we'll get the framework to disable, and then in the next video, in part 13, we'll actually make it change the map. I'm gonna do a part 14. I'm gonna do one. I have a lot I want to polish, and I'm not gonna get this perfect 100% in 2 videos. Part 13 is going to be more of a final touches kind of thing I want to add, so getting maps to change. I want to make a little main menu. I want to make stuff like that. I want to make so you're not actually in the game when it's selecting a game mode. Just any little final touches I want to do. And then part 14 is going to be more of a bug fixes stuff, so like getting grenades to work properly, getting knives to work properly. So anyway, let's get to work on getting the UI to show, or the winner. So, where we find the winner. So we find the winner, yeah. So we print, I'll say if winner equals 1, then, else if winner equals 2, then, and I'll say for IV in pairs. Why not? I'll make another function. I'll call it display winner UI. I'll say toggle winner UI, and I'll say winner in here. So then I'll say if winner equals 0, then, and that's when we want to make them invisible. Else if winner equals 1, then. Else if winner equals 2, then. So if winner equals 0, we'll say for iv in pairs game.players get children do, and I'll say v.player GUI dot hood, and we have to do this because I think we put a space in the name. Did we? We put a hyphen in the name. We still have to do this. I'm gonna say windscreen underscore blue dot visible equal false. Basically, we can't just type in hyphens in the middle of stuff, or else we get this happening. So we kind of have to put these in brackets. No period here, because we don't need it for this. Set this to true. Set this to true. I'll say toggle winner UI winner task.wait, and we'll say 5 seconds, let's say, and then here we'll set toggle winner UI to 0, and that should work fine. Okay, we get an error. What is the error? Okay, I'm an idiot. That's what the error is. So I clean up, and then here we need to also include the loop. I feel embarrassed for doing stuff like this. I've done it plenty of times throughout the series. Okay. For some reason, I think I'm gonna have to do this instead of just .hood. Now, did we still get an error? We did. Okay, so right name v.player GUI column wait for child hood find first child win screen blue dot visible equals false. Try this. Hopefully this works how I want it to. There's nothing from there. Oh, okay. That's a normal error. That's good. It picks a map. Hey. I think we'll do a kill feed. I can't remember what the other thing was. Oh well, we'll just do a kill feed for now, I guess. So we'll do a kill feed. Yeah, I think we'll wrap it up there. We'll do a kill feed, and then in the next video is probably going to be pretty long. Okay, so for the last thing I want to do in this video, I'm going to add a kill feed. I know there's still a lot of stuff we need to do, but honestly, I'm going to do that in the next episode. I've got an idea of what I want to add in the next episode. If it becomes too much, I'll just make an extra video. I know for a fact I'm gonna have more than 13 episodes in total. Well, there's also a 0.5. I'm gonna have more than, you know, up to part 13. I'm gonna have probably a part 14. We already have a UI for the kill feed, which is good, so that means we only have to implement it. It shouldn't be too difficult to implement. So yeah. Kill feed. Did we put it in menu? No. Game mode, kill feed. So the kill feed is a list layout. Okay, now in replicated storage in UI, I think we had a kill feed. Kill. Yeah. What does this look like? Should say player 1 kill player 2, but I don't see it because this isn't enabled. Player 1 kill player 2. That's all we're gonna have. You can customize this as much as you want. I'm not gonna do that. Well, if I go to here in framework server, scroll up to where I could do Control F, but I'm lazy. I am gonna do Control F. Never mind. Deaths.value plus equals 1. Here, we need to. I'm gonna set the text to 2 things. If there's no owner part, then it's just gonna be player died. If there is an owner part, but there's no assist part, then what's gonna happen is it's going to just say player 1 kill player 2. If there is an assist part, it's gonna say player 1 plus player 2 kill player 3. And that's how it's gonna work. So I'll say here local kill equals game.replicated storage.gui.kill clone kill. Actually, no. So we can do this here. So we can say if I'll put else here, and then this is where I'll put a little comment just to say died not killed, so you just died. We can delete this white space now. Here I'm going to say if character.primary part find first child assist, then else. So then if we get an assist, that one's going to be here, otherwise here. If none of them can be met, here. So I need to clone it for each player. So yeah, no, I think here we will do a firewall clients because I think that's just going to be a lot easier. So killed, and we can say game.replicated storage.events.killed fire all clients. And right now, let's just not pass anything through. Let's just make it appear and delete, and then we'll come back and do that later. Framework client, make sure like here, let's just do it here, and we'll say game.replicated storage.events.killed.onClient event connect function, and I'll say local kill equals game.replicated storage.gui.kill clone kill.parent equals, and then we'll say player.playerGUI.hood.gamemode.killFeed. I'm going to say game get service debris add item, and we'll say kill, and we'll wait to 5 seconds. So now it should destroy it after 5 seconds. If I start the game, reset, 2, 3. Okay, there it destroys. Now we just need to set the text correctly, so we'll say, and so here I'll say player, so I'll say, character.name. Oh no, we could say, game.players colon get player from character, and then I'll say character dot display name nil. We can just do the same thing here. We can actually just do player. Copy and paste this. Here we need a kill and an assist. So we'll say owner.value. Owner.value. And here we need to say assist.value. And here I'll say kill.text equals, I'll just say, did we put the display name? Didn't we just put the object display name? So I'll say the display name. I'll say if killer does not equal nil, then if assist does not equal nil, then leave space here. I'll say else. So if killer does equal nil, then yeah, I'll say kill.text equals the string lr dot died. Put those in brackets because it's easier. Up here I'll say kill.text equals killer dot killed dot lr. Put all of these in brackets now that I think about it. It's just easier for readability, I guess. Here kill.text equals killer dot plus dot assist dot killed dot BLR. Now this should work, so I don't have any tag, so Zeradev died. Now let's just make sure that's all working. So now we're all in the game. If I run over to those people, we can also damage teammates, I believe, which is not good. So I'll work on that. So now, once I get over to everyone, we should all be in the same area. And then we can try this out, make sure it works okay. So this guy's red, let's shoot him a little bit. Let's finish him off. We all got an error. I'm gonna just quickly go ahead and say display name for these. I believe this is the character, right? Or the player. If it's not, we can just change it again. So now, if one of us gets the kill, we get an error. Why is this? Game.players.get get player. Game.players get player from character. Display name. Copy this down here. And if I can change this, set this to assist, publish it, make sure it's good, run it. I'm really hoping red. We get an error still. Index nil with display name. You know what? I'm lazy, so I think what I'm just gonna do is instead of printing the display name, I'm just gonna straight up print the name. Here, I'm just gonna say that works. It achieves pretty much the same effect, and we'll just work on it next time. So now we have the red person is the only person without a gun right now, so we need to give him one. So he pulls out the gun, and then let's say he kills this guy. Oh, why this time? So this works. Let's just leave this as display name. If I say owner.value, and then I go into... Now, if I run over to this dude, I just... Error. Why is the error happening? Index nil with name, why name? And now we should be able to kill him, and it should hopefully, I'm praying, work. Both get an error. Instance with string. So if I put this in brackets, and I say dot display name, another error. Index nil with display name. So now if I go back down to here, hold on. Now it creates both of them. And the value is nil by default, so we'll say it and character dot primary part dot assist dot value is not equal nil. I'm gonna do the same for owner, and then we can run it. I'm really hoping this time it works. It works. Great. Okay, so it works. Good, it works. Well, generally it works, so I think we're just gonna leave it here. We'll try and fix this then in the next episode. So I'm gonna call it for now. I start college tomorrow, so I need to get ready for that. Anyway, I'm gonna go. So, thanks for watching. Smash subscribe if you like, and also like if you like, obviously. If you dislike, I hate you, and goodbye.